What's going on, people? It's your boy Myles here. This is Westside Radio. This is the Get Up Show. In the building right now, we got Raleigh Ritchie with me. What you saying, man?
I'm good. I'm ready to get up.
You ready to get up, yeah?
Yeah.
You're a morning person, though?
No.
So then, I don't know if that's going to work.
Not at all.
But you got your brand new album out.
I have, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the name of it? Tell them.
It's called You're a Man Now, Boy.
Yeah. And there's that pause, boy.
Sorry, You're a Man Now, comma, boy.
Yeah. And the thing is, I want to know the concept of that. Because I read it and I was like, does you mean like someone else is kind of looking back and saying to you, oh, you're a man now? Or is it a transition from the first couple of tracks you're making to like now?
It's like I like the fact that it's an oxymoron. It's like, it's supposed to be a little bit like patronizing.
Yeah.
I suppose, not to people, not to anybody, but like to me.
For yourself, yeah.
Like, and I think the reason I chose that title was because the song You're a Man Now, Boy on the album it kind of sums up what the album's about. It's that thing of like being an adult and feeling like you should be an adult but not feeling like an adult.
Yeah.
And not really knowing what an adult is.
What's the biggest reality of that hitting you though?
I mean, actually the biggest realization I've had, even since like announcing that album and what it's called, is that people of all ages feel that way.
Yeah.
You know, like my 21-year-old sister thinks that she's supposed to be an adult and she doesn't feel like an adult at all. My dad is like in his 50s or whatever. I think he's in his, no, maybe he's not in his 50s.
You better get
anyway,
that right, though.
point is he's in his 40s or 50s and he's like, he doesn't feel like an adult yet, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's that it's about that. And it's not specifically, it's not gender specific as well. I want to make sure I say that because it's important that like people know. It's just, I just like the title.
Yeah,
it's not an album just for men.
Yeah, you don't want to start that beef, you know, that can get deep. But you got some old tracks on there, you got some new tracks on there. So you got Bloodsport that came out 2014, and then you released a video last year. Yeah. Then you got Stronger Than Ever.
Slightly different version, though. It's a new one.
You know, with the 15 version and the 14 version, the main difference I could hear was just kind of at the end of the track. There's like a new little bit that got added. What else is in there? That's a bit changed up.
All of the string. Well, see, this is the thing. It was more stuff that like, for me personally, I was like, I want to. So there's like slightly different vocals. Yeah. Like throughout the song, and the strings. There's real strings in it now. Okay. They weren't real strings before. They were synthetic strings. I don't like fake strings or fake horns. Yeah, you can. I can tell. You know what? I listen to the music, it's a slightly better mix.
Okay, yeah. The thing is, you can, from the video, when you're coming out the bathroom, all that, you could tell that it's better sound and the visuals actually help it as well. Do you know what I mean? Then you got Stronger Than Ever. Yeah. That came out and that was kind of, England used that in the World Cup. Yeah. And let's leave that because, they kind of flopped.
I know, I didn't know how to feel about that because I was like, who was it? I think Nihal like tweeted about it. Yeah. And I was like, I think he said, oh, the only good thing about this is that they've just played Stronger Than Ever. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's a bit of a win-lose because England have just gone out of the World Cup. Yeah. Is it a good thing that the first song that people hear is my song after that? No, but when people are angry.
In 4 years' time, people can look back and think of the highlights and your songs you play and they'd be like, I was there, you know.
It's also been used for people winning things. It was used in the Olympics.
Yes, that's the main thing.
Formula One.
There you go. It's got to be said in it. It's not just a loser song. Do you know what I mean?
Not at all.
But what other tracks are you looking forward to people listening to when the album drops at the end of the month?
All of the new stuff. I'm fascinated to see what people think. Yeah. Like I'm really happy with it. It's gonna be interesting. You know? There's like a couple of songs in particular that I'm like, I don't know what people are gonna think because it's slightly different to
what you've released so far.
Yeah. And I want it, like, it was really important putting this album together. I think for a really long time I was trying to write like a concept album and I wanted it to all the songs to kind of melt into each other and actually I think the thing that was more interesting to me was that each song has its own life. Yeah.
It's separate.
Exactly. So it didn't feel like 12. It didn't feel like the one song times 12. Yeah. But then also that whilst they have their own worlds, that they're all kind of adding to the same story. And I hope that I've done that. You know?
But you know what? The songs that you released so far, they've got like emotional tone to it.
Oh yeah, everything's very emotional.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can write a song is if I feel a way about
something. You have to have the passion there before you can actually start writing lyrics for it.
Yeah.
But you know, on the flip side though, some of the characters that you've played in the acting side have been completely the opposite.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you got Omen from Adulthood.
Yeah.
He was some sort of robot. When you were playing him, and you went to the barbershop and try to like sit in front of man, I was like, nah. In no barbershop anyone's ever taken that, you know.
That's never happened.
Trust me. Then you also
I would have got the stuffing kicked out.
It depends on what barbershop you go to. There's some posh barbershops that they might allow you in it. They might, you know, I'm a bit shook right now, you know, because when you walked in the shops, like,
I think they kicked me out though, to be fair.
Yeah,
I think I got thrown out.
That's because it's in Labrador Grove.
I haven't seen that film for a long time.
Trust, but then you got Unsullied. You're playing Grey Worm.
Yeah.
In the top Don in the show, and you're supposed to be emotionless in that character.
They told me like first season that I did. They were like, you just got to play a robot. Yeah. They're like, we're gonna do stuff with it, hopefully, but right now you just got to be a robot, just be a train wreck. But
you know, obviously you're playing a serious character, and then your songs are quite emotional. How hard is it to make that transition between the two?
I think they're completely different. Like, when I only write songs because I need to write a song.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at. I never get anything done if I'm having like a day where I'm just like going to the studio because I've got to go to the studio. Yeah. It's very rare that anything comes out of that. Like, it's mostly when I'm anxious about something or stressed or I'm happy or, you know, so that completely is just like an emotional reaction. Yeah. Whereas if I'm playing Grey Worm, someone else writes a script and then
you're following
like,
the orders.
Pretend to be that person.
Yeah.
Like they don't cross over in any way. Like I'm not like a person that like
catches on to Grey Worm
acting, and I'm like I live as Grey Worm for 6 weeks. Like,
you know what? Some people get a bit too carried away with their roles that they play.
Yeah, no, they do.
Yeah,
and that works for them, and everyone's got a different way of doing it. But yeah, I'm not like that. I'm terrible on set. Like I can't keep a straight face. I'm terrible.
You're doing well in the episodes, isn't it? We don't
edit
that.
It well. They edit it very well.
But you know what? Like, who else has kind of got musical talents in the set? Because I know Hodor's a DJ. He's doing bits. I did not believe that when I saw it.
Don't know anything about that. I don't know. Don't know.
Ooh, hush hush.
No, I genuinely don't know. Nobody that I know from the show does anything like music.
Because it's quite big, isn't it?
I think there are a few people. Like, I know the guy that plays Hodor is a DJ.
Yeah.
Is he called DJ Hodor?
No. Imagine if he was. I think he went on he went on a tour or something as well. Where it was
that Rave of Thrones thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do something like that.
All right. So say if you're
I'm not shading him for it.
Yeah, let's not start beef right now. You know what I mean? There might be a time where your character's crossing the show. We don't want to see any emotions come out, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're on, you say you were feeling like emotion and that. And say if you're on set, you have like a bit of inspiration. Yeah. How can you manage the two then?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, whenever the camera's not filming, I'm just myself. Like, yeah. Even like on set, I mess about in between.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at being like serious. So I just do it like I always do. Like every day, I write something every day.
Yeah.
And I either just put it, like, record it into my phone or like write it into my notes or whatever. So I'll just do that.
That's
just
right.
Go into a quiet corner and put it into my
and then get phone. Back into set and get back into mode.
I don't even get into mode. I'll be honest with you. I don't even get into any kind of mode. I just, like, when they say action, I just do what I'm supposed to do, and then I go back to being me when they say cut.
So you're smashing it. That's actually a good motive then. Just do that and it works. I need to get some tips and
Imagine,
learn.
I'd be so boring if I was like acting like Grey Worm all the time.
Yeah, just speaking that made up language as well, isn't it? Dothraki.
Yeah, exactly. No one understands me.
But Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
And what do you think? What's the best and worst date you've been on?
I feel like dating. Like, how old are you?
22. I had to think about that.
Okay. So I feel like dating is a thing that's like come fairly recently. Like I definitely went on, like, I went to the cinema when I was a kid with girls or whatever. Like, but I never called it a date. Like, it was always an American thing. It was just a
meet-up kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like my girlfriend is the first person that I've been on dates with.
Okay.
Like I can't really think of I've never really had a bad date or like particularly like amazing date. I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes it just varies, isn't it? Some people are on the date.
I've had lots of awkward meetups. Like when we're at school, when you go cinema and it's like, oh yeah.
So
do you want to go see a film?
Yeah.
Went to see Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
Okay.
That's one date I remember.
See how? Wait, was she?
But it was just awkward.
Was she into anime?
No.
So then that was.
Neither of us were.
What?
Not at that time. I wasn't into anime when I was a kid.
I was gonna say that because that'd be a weird film to go roll up to, and it's just like, are we just here to make out? Like, but sorry, would you take a girl to Nando's for a date then? Because bad people get political.
I take my girlfriend to Nando's all the time, and she takes me to Nando's.
There you go. That's what we need.
We go Dutch. We always go Dutch. We're very 21st century.
I respect that, because some people be like buying a whole chicken and be like, so you're buying it then? I'm like, what? I don't think so. Like,
nah, I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair for anyone to put pressure on anybody else to do anything. I think you should go halves. Then it's fair and square all the time.
The logic is sick.
Or we like swap. If we go cinema, I'll pay for it this week. You pay for it next week. Whatever.
Decent. I respect that.
That's how we do it.
You know, so let's go back to the music. So the tour's coming up as well in April.
Yeah.
So you got 3 dates. You're kicking it off in Bristol.
I am.
I like that because you're going back home first. Yeah. Tell us about it then.
It's going to be fun. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good to be able to do the album.
Yeah.
You know, and I as far as I know, we haven't actually started rehearsing yet, but I haven't decided yet what we're going to do. But I think we'll probably just do the whole album.
Sick.
And some extra bits.
With the bonus tracks as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there'll just be like stuff. There'll be songs in there that aren't on either.
That's calm.
Not like I'm saying that like there's secret new stuff.
Yeah.
But I just mean there's stuff that's not on the album or the deluxe that are older songs that I'll probably put in there.
Yeah.
Just depends really.
Is anyone else lined up to come join you? Because I know you supported George Ezra last year.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Ray and Chris Loco on tour with me this year, which is really cool.
Okay,
I really like Ray. She's awesome. She's got an amazing voice, like an amazing live voice as well. It sounds like a recording.
So it's going to be a nice feature.
Yeah. And Chris Loco as well. He's like produced Stronger Than Ever and another song called Cowards that's on the album, and he's a really good DJ as well. And he DJ'd at my last tour and just was dropping bombs.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to try and make the London date as well.
Come down, man.
That's going to be live. All right, so the album is out February 26th.
February 26th.
Yep.
Yeah.
One more time, let's let them know the name.
You're a Man Now, Boy, February 26th.
Exactly.
If you pre-order it now, you can get
5 extra tracks.
Yeah.
Bang.
There you go.
I told you, man, on the research, All right, this was Myles. Raleigh Ritchie who's with me in the studio. Peace.
Thank you.